Happy holidays, watch fans. It's amitdevhanda, and welcome to my watch video. So today I want to talk about a very cool experience I had in 2015, 2016. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I've always been very inspired and very intrigued by the life of Andy Warhol, the pop artist. Arguably is the most important artist of the second half of the 20th century. A lot of art historians say the first half belonged to Picasso, the second half belonged to Warhol, and been obsessed with him since I was about 13 or 14 years old. Just a quick backstory about how I heard about Andy Warhol. I heard about Andy Warhol through watches, ironically, and in the late 80s, early 90s, I was in a family business and we had the world's largest store for Swatch watches. At that time, Keith Haring, who was also a pop artist, was commissioned by Swatch to do a couple of swatches. He was recommended by Andy Warhol because originally it was Andy Warhol who was meant to do those. So he recommended Keith Haring and Kenny Scharf, who later became incredible pop artists in their own right. So I heard about Andy Warhol through watches, and after years of exploration, years of research, just years of intrigue, it kind of brought me to this place where about 5-6 years ago, I just wanted to interview everyone I could associated with Andy Warhol, anyone who was still living that I could get in contact with. And I was able to interview Andy Warhol's nephew, Donal Warhola. Andy Warhol's real last name is Warhola. When he did his assignment called Success is a Job in New York, they omitted the A in his last name, and he simply became known as Andy Warhol from that moment on. But Donal Warhola is the son of Andy Warhol's brother, the late John Warhola, who was incredibly close to Andy, who basically was like a father to Andy Warhol. Because Andy Warhol's father died when Andy was very young. And it was something I'm very, very proud of. It was a great interview. We talked about so many things. How, Donald worked for Andy Warhol when he was in college. What Andy and Donald's father would talk about on the phone. About Andy Warhol's place in history as an artist. About Andy Warhol's watch collection. So we did talk about that. I can't believe I had the opportunity to do that. If you have a moment, you listen to the interview. I listened to it as a fan of Warhol because I'm always trying to dig deeper, and I'm always trying to find out more about him and what made him tick, so to speak. I will make sure to include the link in the description box below so you can listen to it. I hope you enjoy it and have a safe and great holiday season. Don't forget to rock on, fly back, and stay healthy.